So it's Tuesday, November the 10th, and we're in Psalm 95. And Psalm 95 is a beautiful psalm. It's a fairly short psalm. It's sometimes referred to as Venite because of the Latin for O come. O come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. This is a psalm that's often quoted in the call to worship at the beginning of a worship service on Sunday. But it's also a psalm, there's a section of this psalm that is quoted at length with explanation in Hebrews 3 and 4, the end of Hebrews 3 and the beginning of Hebrews chapter 4. Why should we worship God? And in verse 3, you're given the answer. For, that is to say, because the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. And again in verse 7, for, that is to say, because he is our God and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. And then today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts, as at Meribah, as on the day at Massah in the wilderness, when your fathers put me to the test and put me to the proof, though they had seen my work. For 40 years I loathed that generation. That's a fairly strong word. And you notice that in the second half of this psalm, God is actually speaking. These are, you could almost put these in quotation marks, and this is the section of the psalm that's quoted in Hebrews, fittingly, because much of Hebrews is about persevering, not stopping, but persevering to the end, and not to be testing God. So Psalm 95 is a guide to worship, and it's a call to worship, and a call to persevere even to the end. It ends with those dreadful words, using the word dread in its proper sense. Therefore I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. It's a warning of what happened to God's people in the wilderness, and what can happen to you and me if we don't persevere to the end. Well, the Lord bless you today.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you want to make sure you get all of our content, not just videos, but podcasts and ministry updates, make sure you download our app. If you think you might have missed a video, click on our YouTube channel. A link should be down below. There you can see all of our videos, and if you want to make sure you don't miss anything in the future, hit subscribe. If you want to be one of the first ones to know when we release a video, hit that little bell icon. And if this video has blessed you, and you can think of someone else that it might help, use that share icon and send it to them. All, of course, for the edification of God's people and the glory of his name. Until next time, God bless.